Let's say you've just thrown a bunch of cardboard boxes into your recycling bin. Your role in the process of recycling is complete. You leave the rest to the recycling centers. We know they exist, but many people do not know what actually goes on there. Believe it or not, recycling centers go through a fairly simple process of separating recycled materials away from each other. An MRF, otherwise known as a materials recovery facility or a materials recycling facility, is a business unit that sorts, bales, and redistributes recycled materials. MRFs can generally be separated into two categories: facilities that sort clean materials and facilities that sort dirty materials. For today's video, we will simply focus on the general process of the assembly line to help you get a better understanding of what goes on at recycling centers. Firstly, your recycled materials are received by a garbage truck. The truck delivers your recycled materials back to your local MRF. Before unloading, some recycling centers opt to weigh the trucks in order to track the weight of the current load. The truck arrives at the tipping floor, where the recycled material is sorted. Some states opt for trucks that separate materials prior to dumping at the facility. In this case, the truck will dump each of the different materials into different bay areas. We will refer to facilities that do this as specialized facilities. For other facilities, the recycled materials are simply all dumped at the same time. Let's call these general facilities. For this video, we will mainly cover the process of recycling at a general facility. The pile of recycled material is then loaded onto a conveyor belt. The workers at these facilities sort out the non-recyclable materials from the belt. Next, paper is removed from the belt by workers and placed onto a separate conveyor, where the process of creating bales takes place. These bales are large cubes of compressed recycled materials, similar in size to, say, a bale of hay. The conveyor continues on, where a large magnet captures metal materials and sorts them out of the line. This magnet is special in that it does not capture aluminum, which is to be sorted further down the line, since metals and aluminum cannot be recycled together, especially considering that the products that they are used in are vastly different. Just like paper, the metal cans captured by the magnet are put onto another conveyor belt to be mashed into bales. Optical scanners help identify various forms of plastic. The type of plastic is identified by the number indicated on the bottom or sides of the product. Each number is given their own conveyor to be baled on. After all the plastics have been moved to their respective conveyors, the next material to be sorted is aluminum. In order for the facility to sort aluminum effectively, they use a special type of magnet that induces an eddy current. An eddy current is a changing magnetic field flowing in a circular motion throughout the metal. This only happens in good electric conductors. In this case, aluminum serves as the strong electric conductor. The aluminum cans are picked up and brought to another conveyor, where they will also be compressed into their own bales. Finally, the main conveyor ends, dropping off the only material that is left: glass. The various forms of glass are dropped off into a huge container. Depending on the MRF, the glass may be brought to another conveyor to, just like all the other materials, be turned into bales. Some MRFs, however, do not bale glass, considering that a lot of companies will not buy recycled glass from the MRFs, on account of it being contaminated. I know that's way too many conveyors to keep track of, but trust me, the production of these bales is an essential aspect of the recycling process. Once all of the sorted materials are turned into their respective bales, they are then brought to the loading area. The bales are sold to other production facilities to be reused in the production of further products. The MRF uses the money made to continue running the facility. Realistically, all these facilities do is sort recycled materials, and yet, despite their simplicity, they're an essential part of preserving our important resources. We must thank the other production facilities as well, since, without their willingness to buy recycled materials as opposed to raw ones, these MRFs would be unable to support themselves, and they would surely shut down. Not all recycling facilities function exactly as I have detailed in the video, but this should give you a pretty good idea of what goes on at those mysterious recycling plants. Visit our links below to discover recycling facilities near you and find out what your local MRF does to help preserve important resources.